Hey Virgo, welcome to my channel, welcome back. I hope you had a good break since I last saw you, spoke to you, and that you've had a good start to the year. I am just blessing the space and we can get into your reading. This is going to be a check-in, quick check-in for Capricorn season and Capricorn new moon. So perfect timing. Spirit, please come into this reading. Please bless this reading. Make this your message only. Only messages of love, light, and guidance. Negative energy must leave this space now. My field is sovereign. All entities, signals, frequencies, implants, energies that are not aligned with my source must leave now. All non-consensual access is now purged and sealed. For the sign of Virgo, Spirit, the Virgo collective, Sun in strong placements, messages of love and guidance, messages of guidance, anything the Virgo collective needs to know right now. So whenever you click on this link, Virgo, whenever you find this is when the message is meant for you. So the readings are timeless in a way. Timeless and also not timeless, just exactly how timelines are overlapping and coexisting and shifting right now. It happens in exactly that same way. In fact, my cousin just passed away, and in the first few days he was really trying to communicate with me, and one of the things in my dreams he was saying is that when you pass away, you're still in a timeline. So when you are looking over, they always say your ancestors are looking over you, and I always used to wonder, but how is that possible? Because the soul is not a body, it's just, is a physical body. It's not that person forever. It's not Andrew forever. It's not Benjamin forever. It's a soul. It's an energetic being, and we always taught, or spiritual teachings say we are not this vessel. So how are the ancestors looking over us if there is such a thing as reincarnation? And anyway, why am I telling you this, Virgo? There must be a reason. So he was saying that the soul imprints into that timeline. So when you are calling on, praying to an ancestor, there's still a timeline that they can coexist in the timeline as a soul. There's no time in wherever they are, but they can coexist as a soul, and they can also coexist as who they were for you, if that makes sense. So there's timelines can exist simultaneously. So your future is here right now. Your past is here right now, which is why some of the gurus will say you do not have to manifest. You just have to believe that it is yours now, because the future timeline is with you now. The future you is you right now. Virgo, you must have already clicked off this reading because Virgos, I'm sure you're not a fan of things that sound very ambiguous. Excuse me. But I felt like I needed to share that with you, Virgo, for some reason. And I feel a little playful. I don't know if that's also your energy. I just suddenly feel a little playful, which is, I won't say unusual for Virgo, but it's sometimes all work, no play, or work first, play later. There's quite a seriousness with Virgo, which is why it's sometimes hard for me to tap into your energy. In fact, I'll be honest, Virgo, you're one of the signs that are the most difficult for me to tap into the energy of you and Capricorn. Not difficult to tap into the energy of, but I feel a little bit contained, like I'm in a classroom, if that makes sense. Okay. But you could be feeling playful, Virgo, and if you are not, maybe this is a sign for you to explore or play or take up a topic that you normally would never have considered learning about or reading up about, and explore with curiosity, with a childlike curiosity. Maybe that is something you are already doing, and if so, that is amazing. And again, in your reading, I am feeling uncomfortable about the angle. Okay, Spirit, for the Virgo collective, messages they need to know. Only jumpers, please and thank you. Temperance, card of Sagittarius, major arcana. Balance. Balance, exactly. Balance in the situation. First of all, balance, which is what I was picking up in the beginning, between work and play. And I feel like play is needed, Virgo. And also balance is being restored. Whatever situation you're watching this reading for, even if it's for general guidance, there's a need for patience, there's a need for balancing, and there's a need to allow Spirit to handle the situation. Archangel Michael, card of Sagittarius. Fire energy. Ten of Swords. I think you have had this a few times, Virgo, and it's coming out again. So the betrayal that I'm picking up, that I think in your previous readings, it was something to do with a workplace situation, that there was some sort of backstabbing or betrayal, or maybe from someone that you've thought was a friend, or thought that you could trust, or you believed in, or you trusted them, and you trusted them to guide you in some reason, in some way or the other, but for some reason it ended up, or you found out the truth about something and felt very betrayed in a way about that. It's like being stabbed in the back. And this did come out in a previous reading for you, Virgo, but it's the end of that cycle. And there's nothing you need to do to bring balance into the situation. There's no revenge that you need to take. There's not even a conversation that you need to have in the situation. The universe or Spirit is bringing balance in, and bringing justice or balance and peace and harmony into the situation for your own peace. Yes, moving on swiftly. And this is also the card of play. Very fast moving night, but a very playful night. The most playful night in the tarot deck, also a card of Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, because we have two cards of Saggy here now. But this is also about being in the moment, being spontaneous, Virgo, allowing some spontaneity into your space, allowing some play, allowing some curiosity. The Knight of Wands is very curious, and sometimes too curious. They say curiosity kills the cat. But you are being encouraged right now to let go of the reins a little, and allow the horse to take you where you need to go. Not to beat a dead fire horse or anything. And this is a fire horse because it is Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. There's been a lot of information about the wood snake and the fire horse, and what it means and what it doesn't mean, and what this year is going to be and what it's not going to be. I only realize now that this is the fire horse card, and it is about well, not the only fire horse card, but it is a fire horse, and it is about trusting where the horse takes you. It's about unknown paths. It's about uncertainty, embracing the unknown. It's about adventure, and it is about exploring exploring your curiosity off the beaten path, Virgo. You could be traveling as well, standing in your truth and in your peace and in your self-worth without the need to be seen or to be validated by whoever the situation is. I think what you're learning, Virgo, is that to trust with discernment, but also that there's a sense of inner peace that you are growing into that is independent of what is going on outside of you. So whether someone disappoints you or not, whether a job opportunity pans out or not, whether you are successful at landing an idea or not, you're not attaching to that. The old Buddhist adage or mantra that the root of all suffering is attachment. It really is, because when we are afraid of losing something, that is where the suffering comes in. But if we are unattached to everything that is outside of us, especially opinions, love, material things, when we do lose them or when they are no longer available, it doesn't affect our emotional balance and our sense of self-worth. And that is the Nine of Pentacles energy. Very much a Virgo, well, not so much a Virgo, more of a Taurus energy, but it's also an earth energy. Like Virgo, it is the minor arcana of the Empress, which is a card of Taurus. But it is about your own wealth, your own inner sense of wealth, without it being defined by the external world. And that is the ultimate goal, the ultimate, state of being or enlightenment for any human, is my belief, it's my opinion anyway, is to be in the state where you are not dependent emotionally, physically, energetically on anything that is happening outside of you. That you can maintain a state of equilibrium regardless of what is happening outside of you. And that is a beautiful thing, Virgo. It removes a lot of stress. Okay. Anything else for Virgo, please and thank you. Well, someone is observing you or spying on you. That came out suddenly. That could be the case. But again, this is a card of Gemini. It's about exploring. It's about curiosity. It's about a childlike curiosity and exploration and discovery, observing your surroundings, being curious about your surroundings, wanting to know more. And strength, taming the beast. So having an inner sense of peace, not reacting, not controlling, but managing your reactions, taming the beast within. We all have a beast within us. And that is the reptilian brain. That is the primal sense of reaction. And that can sometimes overrule or control or take over in a situation when we are triggered or when we are consensual participants in a situation that we know might not be the best situation for us, whether that's a job or a relationship and relationship, I don't just mean romantic, I mean family as well. Family, work, colleagues, friends, friends and romantic relationships. We can find ourselves in a space of entrapment sometimes because of a need to, please, or a need to feel wanted, to feel needed, to feel valued. And those are all very real needs. But when they do dictate our emotional state of being, that's when they become a problem. So it's about taming the beast and understanding within you, what are your triggers? What are your typical reactions? And observing yourself from the outside almost, Virgo. A lot of the cards are getting this, a lot of the signs are getting this card, and it is sun energy. It's also, card of Leo is about the inner child. It's about solar plexus energy, your sense of self-worth, your sense of confidence, your sense of how you show up in the world, and whether it is authentic or whether it is a mask that is layered, you know, for protection. It's making peace with that side of you as well. So that's the Carl Jung shadow work. It's not rejecting it, it's not caging it. She's not, afraid of this lion. She's not trying to get it into a cage. She is almost, taming it like like a house cat. And so that's exactly the energy I'm getting for you, Virgo.